room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. We're in this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make the kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask for permission. Running with the wolves, a dangerous coalition. Living on the edge, no time for hesitation. Heal shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain. We're in this city, ain't nobody in our way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, Heel Faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz, that's Draven Grimes, and it's Tuesday, so with us as always, Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast. Fuck. Draven over here going crazy.
Giving him the technique.
We got. Oh, fuck. So you just. It looks like your camera's frozen. So give me 1 second. I'll fix that.
For life.
Life.
There we
But I
go.
heard it. Thank you. That was lovely, Draven.
There we
Getting
go.
better and better every week.
All right, so we're going through a lot of WWE TKO stuff tonight. We got WrestleMania pricing. We got ESPN ripping WWE a new one. We've got all kinds of stuff, and we'll get into it right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always ready to turn heads around. Heel shit podcast, where the bad boys reign. Never following the norm, always causing pain.
All right, we are back. How we doing, gentlemen?
Isn't it great to be alive on a Tuesday night to talk some I can't even do it. Fuck.
Draven unfortunately sat on his junk. He'll
Rotate on it.
I was just being factual.
Oh,
I wasn't taking a dig.
oh. All right.
Taking a dig would be like,
Help him out.
because his balls are so long for an old motherfucker, he sits on them.
Well, I'm not the
Dark,
youngest
help
at
him
this
out,
table right
man.
now.
Give him a massage. Poor guy.
Wow. Not that kind of show,
I'll be
Edgar.
on the first flight out, Edgar.
Uh,
Stay your ass over there.
all right.
Fuck.
So, how you doing, Edgar? It's been a couple weeks.
Yeah, man, I'm doing lovely. Just watched a shit ton of wrestling over the weekend and yesterday, and gonna do it again this week. So yeah, that's always lovely. So I'm doing good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hmm.
So we're doing pretty good on this end too. So what do we got up first?
Well, let's talk about, since I brought up the weekend already, let's talk about WrestlePalooza a little bit, because ESPN was not too happy with the show.
Nobody was
ESPN
happy
Combat.
with that show.
ESPN Combat Sports reporter Andres Hale gave a review of WWE WrestlePalooza, assigning letter grades to each match and an overall grade. His overall grade of the event was a C, and graded Io Sky versus Vaquer a B plus, and Cena versus Lesnar a C minus.
I think his review was spot fucking on.
No, that Cena Lesnar match. Fucking.
Well, it should have been an F for sure. But I agree that this was a mediocre pay-per-view.
This was a glorified house show.
Yeah. And it wasn't, I mean, Vaquer and Sky definitely had the best match of the night. Without question. But it's nothing that we couldn't see on a Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah. I would say the Vaquer match. Now, if it would have went like 5 less minutes, cut some shit out, then I would say it was more of SmackDown or a Raw quality. But considering what happened before then, and considering what came afterwards, in my opinion, this match should have opened the show. Cena and Lesnar should have finished the fucking show, and you should have had other matches put in there as you needed. This show was booked wrong. This show was fucking wrote wrong. And I know I've seen reports that the WWE title match was supposed to be different, and the Lesnar Cena match was supposed to be different. But it wasn't. We can't go off what ifs. We can only go off what we saw. This felt like shit. And now, again, typical WWE fashion in the last 6 months, they have 3 weeks to build up yet another PLE. Only 3 fucking weeks.
Yeah.
It's going to be another shit show.
What's the next one up?
Crown Jewel.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, it's going to start at It's going to start at
8
5 a.m. for this motherfucker. I point aggressively to fucking Edgar.
Yeah.
Now, usually Crown Jewels start at like 10 or 11 a.m. on my coast. Now,
Yeah, it's starting at
oh wait,
5.
no, I'm sorry, no, I'm thinking Saudi Arabia. Yeah, no, fucking Crown Jewels in Australia, which means it's gonna start at 4 a.m. on my coast. Fucking crazy.
Some bullshit.
So let me get this straight.
I'm listening.
No, my math was all off. I was about to say, we got 3 more matches for John Cena. One of them, he got absolutely murdered. And the next one's going to be out of the country.
It's going to be phenomenal, though.
Probably will be. All right.
I ain't got time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll talk about that more because there's
Do you
more
have
stuff.
the review that the guy wrote?
I can have it pulled up in about 2 seconds because I think I sent it to you. If I'm being 100% honest,
Yes, you
I
put
have
it
like
in the group
a
chat.
I put it in
like
group
an
chat.
overview of what he said. I don't have the exact quotes here, but I can read
Oh,
what I
Hold
have
on a
here.
second. We'll find
I
it.
got it. Let me get to it. If my fat fucking fingers want to work right. Nope.
Oh,
Here it is. And this is per ESPN. The excellent Vakura versus Sky match saved this show from being truly average. It was a phenomenal display inside the square circle. Everything else was either underwhelming, the short Cody Rhodes Drew McIntyre match, or a setup for a future match, Lesnar dominating John Cena. For a card that was promised to have epic moments, it fell short of expectations.
yeah. Absolutely. Like, I still can't believe that they would fuck up John Cena's retirement tour to get just obliterated. It's ridiculous.
You know, you can see the writing on the wall just as well as I do. That pretty much just confirmed his last match is going to be against Lesnar.
Well, it's going to be Lesnar against Team Lesnar versus Team Cena at War Games, too.
I still see Vision having something to do with War Games, not Lesnar.
Okay.
I mean, we have been seeing Paul Heyman have some encounters with Lesnar. Why not add Lesnar to that team of the Vision?
I mean,
yeah, they might be part of his team.
that may be part of it, but I don't see it being Team Lesnar versus Team whatever. But let's go over the what ifs that were supposed to happen originally. Originally, John Cena was supposed to go over Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
The match couldn't have gone any other way than it did, except for the finish. Just because Brock is so fucking limited.
Yeah.
Because he chooses to fucking be limited. I remember that motherfucker wrestling in New Japan and in WWE 20 fucking years ago. He was a hell of a fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
It fucking kills me to see such talent wasted. So for them just to spam finish after finish after finish after finish, nobody wants to see a Brock Lesnar match. Period. Much less Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, which you're basically spamming fireman carry moves. That's it. Fuck all that noise.
So my prediction is he's going to go into War Games against a team with Lesnar, and then his final match he'll finally win over Brock.
Fucking wait.
Yeah, it's complete waste.
All right, so let's go into the second what if. So the original plan for McIntyre versus Cody was for Orton to get involved and inadvertently cost Cody Rhodes the championship and have McIntyre walk out with the title.
Starting Randy's soon to be heel turn and Cody Rhodes and Randy program that I've been wanting.
Probably would have went into Mania that year or next year.
Yeah. And Cody would have eventually won the belt back from Drew.
Yeah, they were talking about like Royal Rumble being the time that he won.
And that would be a legit title run for Drew.
Mm-hmm. It's deserved. He's needed it.
Yeah.
Edgar, what you think about either one of those scenarios with Lesnar or McIntyre?
I don't need to see another match between Lesnar and Cena. I mean,
I'm right there with you.
let's just be done with that. I don't need to see them encounter, go at it again at War Games either. Let's just please not again. That's one thing. As far as the outcome goes with like Lesnar and Cena, I was really shocked by that one. I thought for sure. I'm like, Cody Rhodes just lost. I mean, Cena just lost to Cody not that long ago for the championship. There's no way Cena's gonna lose again. In his farewell tour, especially versus Lesnar, because Lesnar doesn't need it. But Lesnar won, And then not only that, but it turns out that he's staying. I thought Cena was going to beat Lesnar. Lesnar was going to go away, and that was it. We're not going to see Lesnar for a while. But I don't think Lesnar's going anywhere anytime soon.
I don't think
Nope.
so either.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, just doesn't matter. All they care about is money. But I wouldn't touch Lesnar with a 10-foot pole.
Nope. I don't care how much money he quote unquote draws. It's not fucking worth it.
Mm-mm. Old Peabody.
Freaking leg.
And the whole thing with Cody and Drew, that potential finish of Drew McIntyre winning. I don't know if I would be if I would like that finish because Cody just won the championship. And I know we've seen the title change a lot, especially in a short period of time, but I think that kind of would discredit Cody a lot. And I don't think that would work. I would like to see Drew McIntyre be champion at some point, but not right now. At least not yet,
Hmm.
I just can't help
Yeah.
but shake that feeling, but that's just me.
We're going to agree to disagree on that one. I think now would be the perfect time for McIntyre to win it. Just because now, what is he going to do? Go back to the mid card? At least if he would have walked away with a title, it would have gave him a program with Cody and Randy over the next 3 months. Not to mention a possible slot in War Games.
Right.
Plus, if he would have won that, we wouldn't be having Cody versus Seth. We would be having Drew versus Seth at Crown Jewel.
That would have been fun.
Because think about it. Last year, we had Cody versus Seth, but we had an injured Seth. Drew won the world title from there. How poetic would it be for Seth to get his win back from Drew from that one?
True.
Now, granted, we do have Cody versus Seth, but remember, Cody is 3-0 against Seth Rollins since coming back to WWE.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we really want to tell that story? Because you're either going to bury Seth and you're building him up like a motherfucker with a vision on Monday Night Raw, give Cody a 4-0 run, or you're going to bury Cody in this situation. I mean, this match feels like it's a lose-lose. Nobody really comes out better between Cody and Seth.
I think
But how does
Seth-
Cody get buried though if he's 3-0?
Because he talked all this shit. He's supposed to be the face of the company. If Seth beats Cody, what does that make Cody at this point?
He's
I
still a
think
champion.
Seth wins. Maybe they're thinking that Seth's going to go over with help from McIntyre or something.
I don't like
No. I haven't agreed with a lot of their booking decisions recently.
me either. In fact, we might be talking. Anyway, anything else on this particular subject? For
No.
Yeah.
ESPN?
Actually, if I could add something, I want to get
Yeah.
your thoughts on
Yeah.
the fact that ESPN graded the WWE such an average grade. Um, I didn't hate the show as much as most people did. It wasn't perfect, but I'm glad that ESPN is like, hey, we're legit fucking sports over here. Like, we're not gonna fucking sugarcoat anything and say that your show was great if it wasn't. Because on Monday Night Raw, it felt like they turned it up even more. So I think ESPN, that's what the WWE needs is like these reality checks from the people that are paying them all this money. Like, hey, your show kind of sucked. So I want to see more of that. I want to see Netflix come out and be like, hey, your ratings are going down or whatever. Turn it up a little bit or something. But did you guys get that feeling too? Like, oh fuck, like I wasn't expecting ESPN to come out like that, but
Well,
I thought that was really great.
one thing we could say about ESPN over the years, whether it was with WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA when they had it on there for a short stint, they were not afraid to say what it was, whether it was good or bad or indifferent. They're not afraid to step on people's toes. Yeah, we gave you $1.6 billion to do your PLEs. But if you're going to give us shit shows like this, we're going to tell you these are shit shows.
Yeah.
We're not going to sit here and fluff your cockles, so to speak. We're not going to sit here and be corporate yes men. If your show sucked, we're going to tell you it sucked, and you need to get your shit in line if you want to continue to be on our product.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
dude.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they've been putting on mediocre pay-per-views since Mania.
Agreed.
I don't know why. Well, we kind of discussed why they're doing a PLE every 2 fucking weeks now.
2 to 3, yeah.
No time to build, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I thought All Out was way better than WrestlePalooza this weekend.
It wasn't hard to beat. I'm pretty sure damn near every indie show within 100 miles of us beat WrestlePalooza.
Probably.
But one more thing before we get off the ESPN thing, and this isn't in the notes, but I want to get your comments on this because I was reading it earlier. I saw a lot of frustration towards ESPN because either A, the app didn't work properly, and I'm talking about the ones that had to pay the $30. B, it wasn't region set, meaning whatever specific region they were in at that time in this country didn't catch that show. So they basically paid the $30 for nothing. Or B, or not B, C, they did pay for it. They did find the show, but it was not able to be aired.
Really?
Because their fucking bandwidth could not fucking hold it.
Holy shit. That's ridiculous.
So I want your thoughts on that, guys.
That's unforgivable if you're trying to make this part of your brand. I mean, and they really have. Like WWE is in all the Sports Center commercials. They're really pushing this partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
Now, let me say this. I did watch it on Netflix. Surfshark. But I don't know if it was in a group chat, but I know I messaged you about it. About having issues with like the first 10, 15 minutes of the show not being able to buffer through.
Yeah.
Like I had to watch it on my phone for the first 10, 15 minutes. TV completely froze from the time it did the intro for ESPN to basically the end of John Cena's entrance. Completely froze up.
Wow.
So it might not just be ESPN. It might have been that building. It might have been the equipment they were using at that time. I mean, as the show progressed, it got better. But I still had the same issue on my TV that I do with Monday Night Raw. Still pixelated.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting.
So.
Very interesting.
Bagger, you got anything to...
Yeah,
put on
so for me, once I was able to figure everything out, because from the beginning it was very confusing. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to watch it, if I had to pay the $30, because I Googled it and it said on ESPN, and if you have the Disney bundle that includes Hulu and ESPN, then you have access to watch WrestlePalooza, which I did. I have the bundle because I have AT&T for our cell phones and internet, so we get the bundle because of that. So I said, okay, I should be able to watch this thing, right?
Right.
So when it comes time for the show, I log in, I do everything that I have to do, and it says I have to unlock it, which means I have to pay. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go, I have to upgrade my plan, and it was only like $5 more, but still I had to upgrade it, even though it said if you have the bundle,
right,
then you get WWE WrestlePalooza. I had to pay $5 for it, which whatever. I mean, it's better than 30, but I got to watch it through the ESPN website, through the portal, no VPN or anything. And I didn't have any issues. The image was perfectly clear. Everything was no buffering or nothing. So that part was good, but just everything before that, having to figure it out and research and blah blah blah, it was just like it was a fucking headache.
I went on a couple of days early because I've never used my ESPN app, but I have it through Hulu, the Disney bundle. but I went on a couple of days early just to navigate to it, just to see, what it said. So I was 70% confident I was going to be able to watch it. So
Yeah.
I was pleasantly surprised I was able to.
Okay. So you probably had a, a higher plan than me then, because
Well, I
I had
have
to
the
upgrade.
live. I don't know if you have the live TV one
I I guess not,
on
because
Hulu.
I had to upgrade.
I say he has the.
Oh, okay.
Which if you want to watch fucking SmackDown on Netflix, just get a fucking VPN and you can turn off your live TV. Be a whole lot cheaper.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, but I watch other sports too. I don't know if I can get that on Netflix. I can't get that on Netflix. So that's the
Yeah,
only reason
fair.
why. Yeah.
That's fair.
If not, trust me, I would not want to be paying fucking $90 for YouTube TV.
God almighty. Fuck.
Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, before we move on to the next subject, let's throw it to our first commercial. We'll be right back. What up, Heel Faction? Today's day and age, internet security is of paramount importance. That's why today's sponsor is Surfshark VPN. Tell them about it, Draven.
It was really quite simple. VPNs are the way of the future. Keeps your stuff secure, safe, and out of hackers' hands. You want to go watch Netflix over in Japan? Flip that shit over. You want to go watch the capital P word, and you can't because you're in one of these states that got it banned? Flip that shit over to another country. Really quite simple.
Absolutely. Keeps your information safe, out of the hands of hackers. VPNs, as Draven said, are the future. If you use the link in the description, you can get Surfshark VPN for 88% off plus 3 free months.
Damn, that's quite a steal.
Yeah, we're talking about less than $2 per month plus 3 free months. You sign up using the link in the description. Safe surfing, happy surfing, keep your shit safe. We'll get back to the show. All right, we are back. So speaking of VPNs, that was Surfshark, our sponsor. Check the link in the description, and you too can watch all WWE programming on Netflix.
The-ching.
Also, want to remind everybody about the YouTube memberships. Check this join button down here. We have 2 tiers to choose from, both with great perks. We'd love to have you as a member.
All right, what do you got next, brother?
Well, we didn't get to talk about the whole Saudi Arabia WrestleMania thing last week. I know it's a little bit old news now, but I still want to get your thoughts on all of this. They made it official. They had that really fancy announcement with His Excellency in attendance.
Oh, Jesus.
Triple H was just praising him and all his
Triple
glory.
H was
Coddling
the balls.
While stroking the
Yeah, it was His Excellency this, His Excellency that. Like, you could tell nobody that was lined up behind Triple H wanted to be there.
Not a single
Not a
damn
single
person.
one. It was embarrassing. It was fucking embarrassing.
They built it up to be a lot bigger, truthfully, than it was ever going to be. Now, I understand that money talks. And I understand that Royal Rumble this coming up year is going to net them $100 million. I understand WrestleMania the following year is going to net them $250 million. But here's the thing. What happens to all your secondary marketing? What happens to your week-long build-up to WrestleMania? Are you going to have that in Saudi? Let me answer that for you. No. Because you're not going to have all these indie shows bringing people in. You're not going to have all these extra talents being on fucking hand for anything and everything WWE needs. You're not going to have all these merch stores going for wrestling tees, anything with Shopify, anything like that. You're not having any of that to build up towards WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You're going to have WWE World, which from what I've been told is basically just like a walkthrough exhibit at this point. They haven't changed anything since 2018. Now, they might for WrestleMania,
Right.
but at the same time, you're basically walking through a fucking museum. There's no WWE experience from that. Now they might have like the WWE fan experience, and that's great. But other than whoever already lives there, because Saudi Arabia is going to buy all the tickets for WrestleMania this year or that year. Where's the sense in this other than legitimately having a blood money mania?
There's absolutely no sense in this. For a huge number of indie promotions, this is WrestleMania week's the biggest week in their calendar.
Yes,
Um,
ours included.
yeah, you're not going to get that at all. There's no point in running a special show that week. It's going to kill a lot of the economic opportunities for a lot of not only promotions, but like you said, vendors and everything.
Now
But
remember,
yeah, the guy, what's his name? His Excellency, I can't remember his fucking name. He was like, "Yeah, we saw how much money WrestleMania made Las Vegas, so we're excited to bring WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia."
this
Like,
is
yeah,
the
no
same
shit.
bitch that wants Stone Cold, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker to main event the fucking shows.
Yeah.
This motherfucker is so far out of touch. The first show in fucking Saudi Arabia, he wanted Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan in 2018. This motherfucker has no fucking touch with fucking reality and pro wrestling. This, and know my heart, not my words. But this feels like how a lot of fucking anti-AEW marks talk about Tony Khan being a mark-ass booker with all his wrestling figures making a dream show for himself.
You
That's-
mean pro WWE people saying that about Tony Khan?
Thought I said anti.
No, you said anti WWE.
My bad. It's been a long day.
I understand.
But you know what? Hush! Sorry, Dave. Keep him quiet. But yeah, this just feels like a bitch-ass Mark who now has his hand in the toy box and he thinks he can just put together whatever the fuck he wants because it's in his homeland. But you know, there is something good come from this. Speaking of Tony, Tony has the prime opportunity here. Word prime. To build a WrestleMania-esque type show around the same time in the States to have the same feeling for WrestleMania, not necessarily for AEW, but like an all open invitation for all the indies. Anything that's fucking under AEW, even TNA, MLW, any and every fucking independent guy that's worth a shit, fucking have a week-long fucking thing.
Event.
The only thing that would make it really fucking great is if the Jaguar Stadium was already done
Oh yeah,
and that'd be the first big show there.
that'd be
You
great.
could put 80,000 people in that motherfucker and it would fucking sell.
Oh,
Especially
yeah.
since WrestleMania is going to be, actually, they're projected it to be. So it might be.
Hmm.
See, Tony has a prime opportunity here, regardless if it's in Jacksonville or not. Right? If it was, we'd be going.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
this would be like the opportunity for him to go like, yeah, no, this is really for the boys. And have like this week-long thing, sponsored by AEW, obviously, where independent show come and show off their great talent. Have that WrestleMania week just without having WrestleMania there.
With a monster show, because just like Crown Jewel, they're gonna have to start at like 11 a.m. Eastern time. So
Oh, man.
so AEW can have a 7 o'clock pay per view that day.
Why you gotta remind me? Fucking early.
And there's enough people that are pissed off, and enough WWE fans that are pissed off about the Saudi Arabia thing,
Maybe
that
I'm
that
Yep.
might actually work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They might just say, you know what, fuck WWE. Let's just go hang out over here with these AEW guys and see what they're about.
Not even that. Let's go hang out with the boys.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
GCW came out and said it's gonna like completely change their financial year because they run
that's their
a
biggest weekend.
yeah,
because they run the whole weekend. They run Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
I read somewhere that GCW got offered to go to Saudi Arabia too, but they didn't take it.
Hmm.
Yeah, they were just like,
you got to think. At the end of the day, GCW is nothing more than an independent promotion, which means they're not the ones responsible for everybody's pass points and tickets to and from the fucking shows.
Right.
That
yeah, I
still
guess the
falls
owner
on the
said
workers.
it just wasn't like it just wasn't possible for them. They just said it was too far, so that could be what he meant.
That's exactly what it is. Because
Yeah.
unless you're like Matt Cardona or Nick Nemeth or something like that, these guys that work GCW, yes, they're under contracts, but they're not making 80, 90,000. They're making like 40, 50, maybe 60
Maybe.
on the high end.
Matt Cardona, they just showed a picture of him on NXT. Like, you know how they do like those background things
Yeah.
during interviews?
And that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, this is going off track, but I'll say it anyway. He's the only motherfucker on the independents that talks up the independents, but bitches about not being signed to WWE. You can't have it both, dude.
He disagrees.
I disagree with him. The only thing I agree with him right now is Chelsea.
Right?
Good God. But anyway, here's my biggest gripe as far as the WrestleMania in Saudi. And I've talked to you about it. I'm going to talk to you about it. Remember, I don't remember if it was when John Cena announced his retirement tour, but he was talking up London big for WrestleMania.
Mm.
Why the fuck is somewhere like London not getting WrestleMania before Saudi Arabia? Think of the impact financially it would have in the not just London, but all of the UK. All of those independent promotions getting eyes on them. That would be a dream come true.
Right.
The ultimate bidding war, probably. That's Saudi
all
Arabia got the
dude,
most
it's been
money.
that has been beyond proven. I mean, as soon as they said that WrestleMania is going back to Vegas and fucking New Orleans is getting fucking what Money in the Bank or some shit, that just proved it was nothing more than fucking money. I was
Also,
looking forward to WrestleMania going back to New Orleans. That is kind of within my reach, driving wise,
Right.
to fucking go to. But I'm not
I
going to
also
drive
can't-
fucking 2 days to go to Vegas.
Hell no.
I also can't help but wonder because, you know, everything that they're doing with the ticket sales and all that stuff, it just shows like the greed, right? The greed. And it just makes me wonder, like, well, now since they're going to be in Saudi Arabia, the WWE, or maybe not even them, maybe it's mostly TKO, is thinking, well, now all these indie promotions and all these events that plan around our show, they're not going to be making money off of us anymore because we don't even get a cut from it. So what do we gain from staying in the United States so everyone else can benefit? Let's take
gain-
it to Saudi Arabia and everything is going to be all for us.
You want to know what you gain? You gain a feeder system. You gain a following. Because once you have that following, they're going to put money into your company. Once you have a feeder system for fucking professional wrestling, you're going to have talent after talent after talent after talent begging to be fucking signed. You going to Saudi Arabia severely hinders both.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but my fat ass ain't getting on a fucking plane going to Saudi Arabia to work a fucking indie show.
Hell no.
My fat ass ain't getting on a fucking plane to go to Saudi Arabia to go to fucking WrestleMania. Fuck that.
Nope.
It's not worth it. Now, if Tony Khan has a fucking thing within 3 hours of us,
Sure.
oh, hands down, yeah, I'll work that motherfucker free.
Right.
Just get my boys in. Because at that point, it's not about pay. It's about the experience and the communication with guys that are better than you that can point you in the right direction to get to the next goal of your career.
Is the new stadium supposed to have a dome on it?
Retractable.
Oh, shit. Sweet. That shit cool.
Mm-hmm. But even if it's an open fucking stadium, I don't care. Jacksonville needs a stadium.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. This kind of leads right into what I wanted to talk about on ticket prices.
Oh God.
TKO is putting into effect their dynamic ticket pricing system, which means that the more popular a show is selling, the higher the ticket prices will be going in real time.
Yep.
So they just released the ticket prices for next WrestleMania. And right now, I like talking about the nosebleeds because I think it puts it into perspective about what kind of company TKO is.
Yes.
The cheapest tickets in the building are $850. Now, that's just the opening price.
Mm-hmm.
If they start selling and those nosebleed seats start filling up really fast, they're going to jack those prices up in real time.
Would not surprise me if they hit 1,200.
No, absolutely not. And ringside seats are $9,000, but again, there's only a small handful of those, and if they start selling, that shit's gonna get jacked up.
And that's not even the VIP package. Because remember, the VIP package, front row dead center, is like fucking what, 50?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
This is just
they have
proving
Yeah.
that they are pricing out
completely priced out the common person.
not just a common person, your diehard fan, your lifeblood.
Yep.
That is what you're pricing out for what? For a couple extra bucks. And it is really hard in this day and age to make Vince McMahon look like a babyface in any fucking thing. But this is probably the one thing that I would always fucking agree with. He priced tickets for the common man and for families because he understood that professional wrestling sports entertainment was a family-oriented show.
Right.
The common blue-collar man was his lifeblood. And if that means he had to have $150 ringside tickets to sell out rather than $450 ringside tickets to have half a house, he's willing to take that deductible because in the long run, your profits are going up faster than you would fucking raising ticket.
Right.
I remember.
What if this is a way to bring back Vince McMahon? Like, let's raise up the prices, and that'll really make the people miss Vince McMahon. And then when he comes back, everyone's gonna be so happy to see him again.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think so.
not happening. This is what's going to happen, and you can quote me on that. They are going to keep raising prices to the point not even the white collar can afford it on a regular. To the point they're going to go back to smaller fucking arenas, or they're going to have to lower ticket prices, and WWE is going to have to fucking take a stance on the ticket prices against TKO.
There will reach a tipping point where they've outpriced them and can't fill an arena.
I'm surprised we haven't gotten there yet.
I am too.
When's the last time they ran Jacksonville?
Been a while.
Why is that? Because these current ticket prices, you are not going to fill a fucking 5-star arena.
No, for sure.
Matter of
You know
fact,
what?
we got a buddy of our Rip that's going to be at SmackDown this week. I got him fucking doing some looking around, just to see
So
how full it is.
Well, how much? Were
I have
his
a
tickets?
random question for you
Ask
guys.
his parents. What's that?
Random question. So this WrestleMania is gonna take place 2026.
In Vegas.
Shit. Never mind. Because I was thinking the World Cup is gonna be in North America in 2026, but I don't think that starts until June. So maybe that might not affect how things go as far as like the ticket sales go for
That would-
WrestleMania.
That'll probably affect like Money in the Bank and shit like that around that time. But even then, that's
Mhm.
not at this point. It's not even one of the major pay-per-views I'm concerned about.
Okay,
But
that's fair.
isn't Money in the Bank supposed to be a 2-night pay-per-view starting this coming up here?
I just thought that
I'm pretty
the
sure.
Rumble.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
there's been talks, there's been rumors about it, but nothing has been confirmed.
All right. All right. Well, anything else on ticket prices?
Well, we're never going to WWE.
Never.
I'm still gonna go.
Then you can afford it.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna pay to go in the arena, but I'm still gonna go to hang out outside and check out the events and stuff. Instead of paying fucking $3,000 on a ticket, I'd rather spend that on a hotel and food and beer or whatever.
Well, yeah, this coming up year, you can do that in Vegas.
Yeah.
but it's just really going to suck coming up next year. And I hope Tony does some. I hope some company does something in North America to put something together.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do it, Tony.
Please.
Yeah. Edgar, anything else on this?
I need you to call Tony.
On ticket prices, nah, man, it's fucking insane. That's it.
All right.
Even for me, who's a fucking huge WWE fan, I'm just like, Jesus.
All
Eh.
right. Well, we're going to throw it to our final commercial break and then come back and go through the final news stories.
Castell. Indulge in the revolution.
All right. We are back. No yawning over there, motherfucker.
Oh, I
We're in
thought we
this
were in
together.
commercials. My bad.
Damn.
Um,
Thought you were talking to Big Dave over there for a minute.
uh,
See, I
no.
was looking right at that motherfucker. He ain't yawning. He's trying to keep fucking Elwood at bay.
All right. What we got next?
It's been made official as of today, you guys. John Cena versus AJ Styles. After John Cena started some random campaign on Twitter, he put out a tweet out of nowhere, John Cena, that said Cena versus AJ. Got a lot of fan reaction, and I guess, quote unquote, the fans forced Triple H to make this official. So at Crown Jewel, AJ Styles versus John Cena, one of his final matches. I'm sure you guys, especially Draven over there, is so happy about this one.
I fucking called it. I fucking called it. I wish it was at a better fucking pay-per-view than fucking Crown Jewel, but I am so fucking excited. My only concern right now is they gonna fucking let Brock Lesnar fucking go to fucking Australia and fuck it up. And it's gonna be fucking bullshit. It's gonna fucking tarnish the whole fucking match. But you are gonna see a great fucking match. Because here's the thing.
For
Not
sure.
only is this fucking John Cena's retirement tour, but AJ only has a couple more months on his contract and he's not resigning.
Right.
I think February is like the end of his deal and he's done. So in a way, this is also AJ Styles' fucking retirement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I can't fucking wait because I saw their matches in 2016 when they worked each other for the title back and forth. Great fucking shit.
Yeah.
I can only imagine with this version of John Cena basically ripping off everybody else's fucking moves at this point. And AJ Styles being the one guy you can literally do pretty much anything to. We're in for a fucking fun ass match.
I think so too. I mean, they've always had really good chemistry.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Draven, you mentioned Brock Lesnar. You're afraid that Brock Lesnar is going to show up. But what if it's not Brock Lesnar? I want to see El Grande Americano get involved.
Which one?
And then we get John Cena
There's four of them
versus El
motherfuckers.
Grande Americano.
There's four of them motherfuckers. Which one are you talking about?
The real one, the Mexican one.
Which one? There's four Mexicans.
The main one.
You got Grande, you got Tall, you got Venti, and you got oh fuck.
Another one.
And they'll probably sign some more too. Nah, I'm just kidding.
That would- Well,
Los
no,
Americanos.
that would like
I
a
busted
John Cena
up.
versus John Cena versus Ludwig. Period. I think they would have good chemistry.
Sure.
But him under the hood would be fucking a great match as well.
Yeah.
But we're not getting that. We're getting fucking AJ Styles. I hope someone fucking ribs the shit out of AJ Styles and make him come out and get ready to fly. I just want to see it one time in WWE.
Not gonna happen.
Bullshit, it happened on my 2K.
Well,
I fixed that shit real fucking quick.
well, then there you've seen it. That's as good as it's gonna get.
But what if? Because they kind of planted the seeds of Sam anniversary. I know you watched it when AJ returned. What if AJ's last match isn't in WWE, but in TNA?
That's
I think
crazy.
that
I don't-
would be perfect.
That would yes.
That's crazy though, because that's gonna be a huge pay-per-view headlining style match. Would they?
Think of the pay-per-view buy rates for. They would be the biggest in history.
Of course it would. Be,
I would
but
restart
that
TNA
doesn't
Plus.
help TKO.
Why not? Helping TNA helps them.
I
Otherwise, why
doubt
would
they
you-
have a revenue sharing thing.
Otherwise, why the fuck would you have a fucking working partnership? You saw what happened just with them announcing AJ Styles at Slammiversary. Their pay-per-view sales doubled.
I realize that, but I'm saying WWE won't give up the money that they could make from that match.
But you're also assuming AJ Styles will be under contract with WWE when this happens. What if he lets his fucking contract expire and he goes to TNA on a one-off?
Well, that's different.
Either way, I'm fucking for it.
Cool.
Now, question is, if he does go to TNA for his last match, who the fuck would be his last opponent?
Santino.
Logan Paul. No, I'm just kidding. No, I did hear. I've heard rumors. And
Listening.
think about this. So there's been rumors that The Rock is supposed to confront John Cena at Survivor Series,
Kill me.
or
That was the pebble.
Dominic Mysterio as Cena's final match.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
no. Hold on. Pause. Has John Cena ever won the Intercontinental Championship?
No.
So what if in his last match he becomes a Grand Slam champion?
I mean, he is still calling himself the last real champion, and he's not a champion. So what the fuck?
But I'm just saying, wouldn't that be some fucking poetic justice? The one title that's always eluded him in his career, he wins it in his last match, becomes a Grand Slam champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could get behind that.
I mean, I'd be down for him versus. I think they'd have great chemistry because I remember what Ray and Cena had. They had great chemistry in 2011.
Sure.
So what I want to know is John Cena has 4 dates left. How many of those dates are they going to use? Are they going to use any of those dates to build up a match with AJ Styles? Does this match even need a build up?
Live, no, not for John. I think they can do some pre-tapes with him, and it'll be just fine with some video packages from their feud from years ago. But I think a couple of live for AJ Styles going out there and hyping it up, I think it's warranted. I think they can build it up with AJ being on TV and then having some pre-tapes with John.
Yeah, maybe.
So we could get maybe even 3 more matches out of John in these 4 dates.
It's gonna be 3 matches. It's Perth, it's
War Games.
War Games,
This will be
and
his
it's
last one.
his last one.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Getting down to the nitty-gritty, gentlemen. It's getting nerve-wracking.
True.
All the storytelling is done with. All the live promos, all the master classes. Might get
Maybe. Hopefully. Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
All right. Do we have any more stories?
I actually do have one more if you guys have a few minutes.
Sure.
Yeah, get me out of this depression.
All right. Piper Niven might be suffering a potentially career-threatening injury, according to Brian Alvarez.
Oh, she's fine. She's at home and resting. I'll be home in about 20 minutes.
Wait, what? Jesus.
I like them thick with 2 C's.
I mean, that's a whole nother level, though. Draven, I don't know if you can you even handle all that?
I have handled women just like that, and I will handle her. Naya, that might be pushing my luck, but I will try.
Yeah, reports confirm that Piper Niven is out of action with a serious neck injury. Draven, what did you do to her?
I'll never tell.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll admit it. I didn't back up 2 inches and apologize. Sorry. Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yeah, I guess it could be serious though, man. Unfortunately, she was just randomly pulled off TV like last month, and we haven't seen her since.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, this was
Have
back
they
in August.
have they said what match potentially caused the neck injury?
No,
So this could have
it
been an
just says
ongoing
that
thing.
she was out of action since her singles victory over Charlotte Flair on August 22nd. That was her last match.
I'll go back and watch that match. But here's the thing. They have been taking neck injuries very seriously, especially with Kevin, the way he's been. Because remember, he injured his neck at the Royal Rumble and still worked a whole month afterwards before being told, hey, yeah, no, you can't wrestle anymore. Die. Maybe this is one of those things where instead of seeing if she can push it, maybe just like complaining about it slightly, made her go get it checked. Getting it checked is probably saving not only her career, but her life. So, we never want to see anybody have their career ended off their own terms. But being somebody that's broke their neck before and had to go through that and, for a period of time actually had to retire, that shit's no fucking joke. That shit is scary as hell.
I bet. Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I wish when I initially broke it, I followed my gut instinct and get it taken care of then, instead of going for about 3 more weeks and fucking wrestling match after match after match and making it worse than it was. So all good vibes towards Piper at this time from Draven.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
be
from
hearing
all.
the official diagnosis the end of this month, so we'll see what happens with that.
Okay.
Yeah, of course we all wish her well. Um, just fucking unfortunate. You gotta watch even the way she does a senton. She looks like she whiplashes herself every time.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be severe whiplash from that. I don't know, but like,
And this is not a dig at anybody that is of that size, because I've been of that size. But learn to work within your means. How to do all the You ain't gotta do all the X division.
right?
You ain't gotta go beyond your fucking means. If you're a big person, work like a big person.
Hmm.
Because you're not gonna see this motherfucker, I point aggressively to Dark Chords, do a fucking Phoenix Splash.
No.
You're not gonna see this motherfucker do a spiral tap. We work within our means, and that's what everybody really needs to.
Yeah,
We only have so many bumps.
got that right.
Promise you, I got less on my card now. Close.
Yeah.
So anything else?
Nah, that was it. That's all we had for today, I believe.
Sweet. Well, you want to take us out of here?
Pleasantry?
Yep.
Pleasantry. Ladies and gentlemen, do not forget this coming up Thursday is
Fantasy Wars.
topic. What if Sting never transitioned into the Crow gimmick?
Ooh.
This is going to hurt Dark Chords.
This is going to be very painful for me.
I can't wait.
They would have never made the Crow movies.
They made the Crow movies before.
I know, I'm kidding.
I kind of wish they just made the one.
Yeah, I really do.
Because everyone afterwards, including the fucking remake, was garbage. The worst. Anyway, also, don't forget HSP this Sunday. Well, you know what? I want to go. I want to go over the topic that we talked about. WWE's fucking booking over the last 6 months.
Okay. I like it.
Dave put that on the board. And of course, every Tuesday night you get Weekend Wrestling with Dark Chords, Draven Grimes, and Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast. Edgar, please plug your shit.
Yeah, hit us up, you guys. We've been doing great numbers with all of our stuff. Our clips have been fucking doing wonders for us. We're like number 46, I believe, on the top podcast on Apple Podcasts in the nation. We got a lot of cool shit coming out. Potentially some merch, a website or something like that. I don't know. At Snug Wrestling.
Very cool.
Beautiful. Also, do not forget to find the new and improved Talking Shit. You guys sitting around talking shit. It is out now. We just wrapped up episode 5.
6.
Holy shit. Time has been flying. They are fucking hilarious. There are stories on there that we will not tell anywhere else. Go check that shit out. One more time, go check out the YouTube premium memberships. Down here in the description, you got the 2. You got the $1.99, the $4.99, all with great perks. And last but not least, do not forget the merch.
For life.
It's fucking beautiful.
Beautiful.
As always, you get the TFK, you got the HSP, Dark Horse, Draven Grimes, Rip Ruiz, the fuck Logan Paul shirt. That and so much more down in the Streamlabs. And if you're a premium member, you have access to at-cost only merch down here in the premium stuff. Check it out. And with that, take us home.
All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. For Draven Grimes and Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Peace.
K-pop sucks.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm.